Hi, Olivia. Um, I might need to start this in another 5 minutes or something because this particular program sort of shuts down and then it can start up again. But if so, sorry about that. So I listened to your Gigue again and I was very impressed again. So, I wrote some things that were really good and some things that I think you should work on. Um, did you circle all the bowings that were different that didn't go down up, but instead went down up up like that? So I hope you did that. It's of course not the original bowings, so it's counterintuitive. But let's just give it a try. All right, so awesome rhythm and pulse, which is not easy to do in 12/8 time. So I just think, you really felt that beat and stuck with it. You never went too fast or too slow. Anyway, in the part that I heard, it was nice and clean in measures, hang on, 6, especially in measure 6, really clean. Your runs were mini runs were clean, and that's so nice. I was concerned in measure 7. So I guess it was actually anyway 6 and 5 were very clean. Okay, measure 7. Just in general, the intonation was a little wonky. Just a little tiny bit. Not as good as the other intonation. So I want you to go over that carefully. Watch out for the E flat, that it's low enough. And I think it's a case of bring that elbow under in order to get to the D string in tune. Don't just leave it here and then reach for it. Okay, so you can do that, and you can listen for the ring 3 on D. Listen for your G ringing. If it's not ringing, then there's a problem. But I put so many funny things. Like measure 8 was perfect. I mean, let me explain something. I love this piece. It is so fun to play, and it has a lot of character and just everything. I love this piece. And you, I think, love it too. And things like what happens in measure 8, you just did it perfectly with the little staccatos. That was perfect. And your F natural was so good. Perfectly aligned. Anyway, but then the next 4 little mini runs had some trouble. And I listened and listened and listened, and here is what I finally heard. Right off the bat, I knew that you were playing a B natural instead of a B flat. That's the 3rd note in measure 9. So now, here we are in D minor. It's the same key that Emma is playing in Mignon. Played in Mignon. So, yeah, the B flats have to be there. And I know it's hard to play them in a run. So here we go. So D to low one, da da. And then I'm not sure if you played a B flat or B. It was some kind of again, a little hazy. Da 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 dum. But then I couldn't believe what you did. It's like you knew something was not right, so you put in an E flat. Well, every time you add a note that has a flat, you should do it in order: B, E, A, D, G, C, F. So you took out the B and you played the E flat. I thought, you know what? You have good ears, but you're also really smart. So you're like, I know something's missing. Let's try the E flat. So no E flat. We only have B flat in the key signature. So I want you to do those with stopped bows, because I don't know how long you've been practicing them. Hopefully not for too long. And then right after that, measure 10, make sure you play the open E. It's right in there with the 16th. Other than that, you've got the grace notes are really great, and there's an accent on the B flat, the fourth finger B flat. And your vibrato on that C natural is so perfect. I just want to say that in general, this is a staccato piece. So it's easier to play it legato, and you can, but if you notice, there's a lot of dots in this thing. So we need to try to make sure we're using the middle of the bow and always propelled by the upper arm. I know it's easier fast, but then you don't want to just play it fast because it'll get sloppy. So that's about the things that you need to work on, and also the things that you did so many more things correctly than you have things to work on. I think the only things to work on were I bet you've fixed already the little bowing that was in measure 5, but then measure 7 elbow under to get that da 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 da. And then the B flat, just get it in there. It's da 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 da, low and da, and then low and again, da, opening, da da, low one. You did that one perfect. By the end, you had it all sorted out. So and do them stop bows. So in general, I would go slower to practice it and try. This is what I've been doing to keep myself from the tip, because that's a bad habit I have right here. So I put, I don't know if you can see. Yeah. So I put that on the hair, and then if I hit it, it sounds really grody. So, and then we've got to notice where all the dots are. So let's start with that, and then first one's a dot, and then so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So those are really short, shorter than I did, sorry. And then I like your open A. I was taught a 4, but